Welcome to another episode of the Post Up. Today, I'm joined by the homies, Tabo, Waterboy Wavy rather, Menzi.
Yo,
Gents, what's happening?
Was good.
good, that's good.
Hey, it's
What's
been
up?
a while. Hey, it's been a while, guys. This is our first episode of the year, which is bad. I do apologize. Bengibambeke ngomsebenzi on my end, but I hope we can link up on a weekly basis. Of course, that's depending on your guys' schedule, but it would be nice if we could, just keep the basketball content going because at the end of the day, that's where this channel started. Of late, it's been about football mostly, and yeah, it would be great if we could just go back to the good old days. But yeah, Jits. Just want to start off nje sasuka nje. Let me just quickly share my screen. I don't want to waste any time. Please bear with me. So, of course, the starters for the NBA All-Star have been announced. Nah? And my question is to you guys, who does not deserve to be a starter? Especially, we'll start off with the Western Conference first. Do you guys agree with this selection? Do you think this is spot on?
Yeah, I'm not mad at
Tabo
Uh,
or what day? What's
the
your take? Yeah.
the controversy was between Shea and Curry, but I'm also not. I don't think Curry was snubbed because Shea is balling, but
it.
that was the only tough one for me. You know.
Yeah.
Other than that, no, I'm fine with this. Maybe, and I heard a few people saying AD should start over Durant as power forward, but
No.
also
Yeah.
there I'm not sure. Also there I'm not sure. So yeah. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with everything. It was just the Shea thing that was iffy because of Steph. That's the only thing.
Mm.
Other than that, it's fine.
Yeah, Tabo.
No, I'm on my side as well. I'm also cool with everything. I think the controversy that I heard was more of LeBron being
Mm.
selected. But I think a lot of fans forget that it's an All-Star weekend. It's more about entertainment. It's not just about getting the best of the best players onto the same court at the same time. It's just about having the players who are going to entertain and do something that they don't usually do for their teams. So for me, I'm very happy with this starting lineup. Kyrie, he's been good, but I think Shea has been just excellent for especially for OKC and their ranking right now. I think they're top of the conference. So yeah, no, I'm not complaining about this, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it means do you have anything else to add? Maybe
And I'm
you
saying
want.
also votes, guys. People voted, and the votes matter, and these are the guys that got voted for. So
Yeah, and true, because I was checking, of course, the fan vote. I mean, I think
Mm.
Steph was behind LeBron as second in the Western Conference, but we all know, I mean, the what I can player votes as well as the coaches' votes also play a huge hand
yeah,
in selection. So
Yeah,
I also do believe that Shea deserves to be here. He's been consistent. I think Shea usually scores plus 30,
so
regardless of how the team performs.
it's not a normal Tuesday, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
exactly. It's even this morning, he also dropped another 30 piece. It's like
30
that's just
piece,
his,
the young one.
yeah, a young one, bro. And how old is Shay anyway, guys? If you don't mind me
25.
asking.
Shea, bro, like
25.
Oh, he's 25. Okay. Wow.
mm.
Okay. I thought he was younger. I mean, as mentioned,
Thought he was younger too, yeah. But
yeah, I
no,
thought
that
he was younger. Wow. Okay, 25. He's older than Doncic, because
Yeah.
Doncic is 24. Yo, and it's crazy how Doncic has 5 All-Star appearances, bro, already.
Yeah.
It's
it's the
insane.
hype, man. He came into the league very hyped up, so I
Mm,
know how the rules change throughout the years.
yeah, of course.
Mm.
Yeah, but at the same time, guys, I mean, Doncic has also been doing exceptionally well as an individual, of course. I'm not too
No,
Yeah,
sure
true.
about his team, But like, I mean, the 73-point piece that he dropped recently is also testament to his game. I mean,
True.
he's a phenomenal offensive weapon, and he has a really deep bag. So yeah, for me, I fully agree with you guys. I don't have any qualms with this actually. Even with Braun being uh the captain, he's been performing. I mean, he's been performing as much as the Lakers have been shaky, but Braun he stays being
Yeah.
consistent. And so yeah, I think we can move over to the Eastern Conference. Yeah.
That's where the robbery happened.
Yeah. What up, boy? Since you've said something, you'll start it off, my king.
Oh,
When when yeah.
just Brunson over Lillard.
Yo.
Brunson instead of Lillard. Yeah, that's my only thing.
Instead of
Because he's
Lillard.
having the overall better season this season, so he deserves to be an all-star starter. I just don't think Lillard has done enough to be a starter.
I like. Can I just add on to that? I like what you're saying, Waterboard, because I was also thinking about the East, and
Mm-hmm.
I hear what you're saying about Leonard and Brunson. My argument is Hillibert.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the hype, but Brunson is playing in a big market team, which doesn't have like those enough fan votes for individuals, right? And where Hillibert is playing in a small market team, but he's just better than everyone else in the team, and he still made the All Star. So it's a yin and a yang at the same time. That's my own personal opinion. But I hear you about Brunson. I love Brunson as a PG for the Knicks. He's excellent. Hillibert, I'm still waiting for the exposure if he
Yeah.
will be able to play in another team
Yeah,
or get another superstar. Because right now they have Pascal. Pascal joined the team. They started off shaky, but I'm not saying they're not good as a combination, but they started off shaky at the end of the day. So I always give teams a chance, especially after the All Star season, All Star weekend, because that's when it really counts. Uh, like you doing your playoff push then, or you just out of the playoffs, you're playing for a lottery pick.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you, Menzi, do you have any objections?
Yeah, about Brunson because I like Lillard, but he's obviously not hasn't been as consistent as Brunson. Um, Tyrese, I mean, different. I don't know who's he going against. So I haven't really been paying attention to his impact really on this season. So I don't have a
Yeah.
good opinion.
Yeah, I just think with Tyrese, the first, yeah, I'd say the first 2 months of the season he was on fire, cooking, like
Agreed.
he was even that tournament, the new tournament that they
Season.
have that has no name. Yeah, the in-season tournament. He was also
Not no
cooking.
name. Don't say that no name tournament. Say the tournament that the Lakers won. Make
It's
it
an
clear.
in-season. No, but
Everybody needs to know that the Lakers won the first tournament of ever.
yeah.
Sorry to disturb you.
No, it's all good. Okay, the tournament that the Lakers won, the in-season tournament. I think that's where his buzz. He got a lot of buzz in that tournament, and it helped him get to where he is right now. I think he leads the league in assists as well. So I think
Yeah,
maybe that's another thing that also plays to his advantage with Tyrese. But yeah, for me, I have no issues with Tyrese. I just have a problem with Lillard personally. I don't think Lillard is he's not playing very well at the moment. I mean, I'm not too sure if you guys saw he also lost to Portland this morning. A
yeah,
team that, of course, he that traded him, which is something crazy, but he hasn't lived up to the expectations that we've had of him. Yeah, that's someone's phone. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, because there's a sound and shit. Yeah, but yeah, he hasn't for me. I just feel like he hasn't lived up to the hype that and expectations that we thought he would live up to, considering that Giannis needed a closer, and of course Lillard. in Portland was exceptional in doing that. So yeah, for me, I'd have Branson over Lillard, but I also think that in the Eastern Conference, Mitchell is also another good shout considering how
The
well the
Cavs.
Cavaliers have been pushing. So
Yeah.
he's another one who I'd also say could have started this could have been a starter in the East. But yeah, man, it is what it is. I guess it's all about the popularity part. Tabo, you did speak on that, and it got Lillard his a nod rather. And so for me, yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, like I'm okay with the other picks. Of course, Tatum being, a Celtic fan,
Yeah.
seeing my lighty be selected, it's also good, man. It's encouraging. And then another question I just wanted to ask you guys. As far as the bench is concerned, because I feel like they haven't yet named the
The
All
reserves.
Star reserves, rather.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
results tonight.
yeah, they're naming them tonight. Damn.
Yep.
Shit. Who do you guys think will most probably get snubbed? I think Trey Young. I'll start off. I think Trey Young is gonna be snubbed, even though for me he's second. He's second behind Tyrese in assists this season. I know his team is not so great. They within the play in. I'm not too sure if they in the play in right now, but the market as well doesn't help him because Atlanta is not a big market. But I think Trey Young does deserve a nod, but I do believe because it's the coaches that are gonna make the selection, they're most probably gonna snub him. But yeah, I'd say Trey Young in the East. And then when Tabo,
On my side, or a player that comes to mind is Paulo Benquero
hey,
for
Valid.
Orlando.
yo,
I think he's gonna get snubbed due to the fact that he doesn't have enough fan votes, not coaches'
yeah,
votes, but fan votes. Yeah, he's
yeah,
gonna get snubbed. He was just a bit more consistent for me compared to
yeah,
Tyrese. He was very more consistent, especially for Orlando. They started off hot. They went
yeah,
through that spell. I think January was just a downfall for them. But when the season
yeah.
started in October, November, December, oh, Orlando was hot. Was
They
super
were,
hot
they
with a
were.
bunch of point guards. So I think
Mm.
he's gonna, on my side. That's one player I can think of.
I, for me, that would be painful. Yo, that would be painful. You know how I rate Banquero, bruh.
Dog.
What a boy.
I agree with you, X. I think Banquero, even though, you know,
Eish.
he is like
Mm,
very good, and he's also like the Magic are like higher up in the East now, and large
mm.
part because of him. It's like they, as a team, they're playing very well, but large part because of him. And then, yeah, probably Banquero also. I
Ace.
mean, Tabo said Banquero. My bad. You said Trey.
That's a Trey
So
Young.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I agree with Tabo.
Ace. Aish. Menzi, your end.
I don't. I don't think Trae Young will get snubbed. He makes that guy always makes All Star, bro.
Fingers crossed, man.
If
Fingers
you
crossed he
select,
does. Yeah.
wouldn't it be Donovan getting snubbed?
I beg your
Who?
pardon?
Donovan, wouldn't he be getting snubbed?
Oh, that for me, I don't think that would be fair, fam. Yo, Cleveland are moving in silence. Most people aren't
Silence,
really
yeah, man.
they're not paying
Yeah.
attention to Cleveland, bro. But they're actually moving in silence, bro. They actually winning games. They're winning games, a lot of games. I think they may be even in the top 4 in the Eastern
I,
Conference. But let me just quickly check here.
I think someone you're forgetting. I think Jimmy Buckets can miss out.
Yeah,
Mm.
He's another
yeah.
player who can miss out. No.
Mm,
Mikael Bridges as well.
yeah. Hey,
I
hey,
I
think
don't
he
think
can
that's,
miss. Pardon?
I don't think that's a snub if he gets left off.
Yeah.
yeah.
What?
I just think yeah,
For the
yeah, no.
Nets?
Yeah, no, I like Mikel. Mikel is good, but I don't think him not being in the All Star game is a snub. I just think he's just not.
Same.
He's nice, man. I think he's proven himself away from being a shadow to
Toronto.
Booker.
Yeah,
You know that he can play without Booker in the team, and he just accommodates everybody around him. He's not someone you can like say I expect him to take the final shots in the NBA finals to take us to the conference or anything like that. But I'll expect him to play at least 30, 35 minutes out of 45, 44,
yeah,
etc. You know, and at least give me a 20 piece. At least give me a 20 piece. He's reliable for Brooklyn. He's been reliable for Brooklyn, and I think reason why I consider him as getting a snub is that no one expected Brooklyn to do so well after the whole shenanigans that has been happening the past 2-3 years.
True.
yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. But a Tabo fam. I don't. I Bridges, bro. I
Personal
always
opinion, of course.
yeah. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I get it. I get it. I get it. Oh, and by the way, Cleveland are fourth in the East, bro. Fourth.
You
Nice.
see,
You know. You see, they're doing very well, bro. They're ahead of the 76ers and Pacers. You know. So yeah, man.
dang.
Yeah, no, it is what it is. Do you guys think Randall will make it? Julius Randall?
No.
Because the Knicks sit
Probably not.
third.
Probably not.
Dang. Because I was watching before this show, during the day, I was watching the TNT What Again panel. They had their own lists. And a lot of these guys, I think Ernie and who's this guy? Kenny.
Shaq and Kenny.
No. Shaq didn't have Randall. The other three
Oh,
guys, it's Ernie, Kenny,
Ernie,
and
Kenny, and Charles Barkley.
yeah, Charles Barkley. Yeah, they had Randall in their team, you know. So that's another guy who I thought it was an interesting pick on their end, you know. Like wow, Julius Randall. Okay.
No,
No, okay.
I think personally these old school guys, X and you know what, guys, like they think too much that basketball is still a team sport.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's their mentality. Like the Knicks are a team. The Knicks are a great team. Don't get it wrong. With all due respect, they're doing well. They got OG as a nice piece into the whole
Mm,
culture, etc. But basketball nowadays, and also let's remember the viewers. We need to look at who are the ones voting. The
yeah.
viewers. What's the percentage the viewers count for? The coaches, the media. Um, and like I said, the market you're in also plays a huge factor in terms of
Yeah.
fan base. Huge fan base. If you're coming from a small fan base and everybody loves you, everyone's gonna support you.
Yeah.
If you get it, everyone's just gonna vote for you as the only player. Your votes are not gonna be shared amongst your own teammates. They're gonna be
Yeah.
just taken towards you.
On
And
your own.
Randall, he's playing with a bunch of great teammates that aren't all-star players,
Mm,
and other guys are just doing it themselves. You know, because now you need to consider you're competing with Randall and Cat,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I don't
That's
know
true.
who you guys would pick between Randall and Cat for
Carl Anthony
entertainment.
Towns.
Yeah, but yeah,
Mm,
Mm.
yeah, but
mm. You're right, man. The Western Conference for me, I'd say it's gonna have a lot of snubs in my opinion. The Western Conference, and um, I can think of. I'm not too sure if PG or Kawhi between the two. I don't think both of them will make it. So both guys are having a
sheesh,
good. Sorry,
really?
what I said? If
PG and
PG,
Kawhi?
yeah, they're having a good season.
They both might just make it. They
Do you
might
think they
both.
both will make it? Because the Clippers are third, bro. They're
I'll
now
make it.
third. They started off rocky, nah, but
They'll make
they have
it.
been climbing, bruh. They're now
Yeah,
third in the Western Conference, bro.
yeah, they'll make it.
You know
Yeah.
who I
What you guys
think
think?
is not of the Clippers?
I beg your
It's
pardon?
probably Harden. Harden won't make the All Star. I don't think. I don't think.
Nah,
I
Nah.
don't
And as
think
well,
so.
it's been too many bridges. Some of these coaches are gonna say, nah, dog. You've been very
Yeah.
disrespectful in how you've been moving, you know, because at the end of the day, I also think that was also a factor. Some of these guys won't vote for you because of that wow that they may have, you know. But yeah, Western Conference. AD, do you guys think AD will make it?
Yes.
You'll make it. Yes.
Okay, AD.
Wemby.
And then Wemby.
That's
I
a
don't
good
think
question.
Wemby will make it.
That's a good
Rookie.
Wemby's not.
question, Menzi. That's a good question, Menzi. I think
Wemby's
he's.
not.
I
He
think
won't.
He
it's
will
gonna.
make it as if someone gets injured.
Well,
I think it's gonna
If
make it.
if someone get injured, they'll put Wemby in, but not saying that he's gonna play a lot of game time in the All Star game. But if someone gets injured, God forbid, like one of
yeah,
the big guys that we're expecting to be playing,
yeah,
they'll bring him up because he wouldn't be the first rookie to ever play an All Star game,
yeah. I
in
think.
his first season. So it's not going to be
Yeah,
like a hoo-ha to everybody else on who's a basketball fan. But for NBA, remember, we also need to remember that NBA is a business. They need to
Yeah.
make the profit. They need to make it worth it. They need to create that anticipation for the next season or the next
mm,
All Star game or whatever or All Star whichever city is gonna host to say,
yeah,
hey, he might be back. You
yeah.
know,
Yeah. Because of course, yeah. You see, with Wemby being in, then definitely tickets are gonna sell out instantly. For the
you
game.
see,
Yeah. But another one, guys, De'Aaron Fox. Do you guys think Fox will make it? Because
Yo,
the Western Conference is
because you're taking
it's
away
sad.
Steph there, nah?
You see, yeah, Steph, and then there's also Ubani, Anthony, Edwards.
Edwards.
You see,
Yo,
Yes. Nah, Fox ain't
yeah.
doing shit this season, dog.
nah,
you can't take away Steph or
Yeah, no,
you
Steph
can't.
is there. No, Steph is there.
Yeah. No, he is definitely there, bro. Because
Ish.
they pick 7 players per conference. So if you've got Steph, you've got Ant, you've got you guys said Kawhi and Paul George, right? AD. Who else can I think of? Do you
Cat,
think Cat is gonna
Cats.
make it considering his team is doing so well?
Yeah, I think that's an advantage for a cat.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
because the team is doing so well, right? And then maybe Fox,
and
maybe
those
Sabonis.
66 points.
Asaz, dog. Who knows, bro? Because
The bonus is gonna be a snap.
it's
Yes,
a
I agree.
bonus.
I was thinking about that now. I agree.
Asaz. And then
It will be a
and
snap.
then who?
Unfortunately,
Yeah, that's yeah. It really is unfortunate. And then who else? Even Kyrie Irving is also gonna be a slump.
He's not gonna be there.
Yeah.
No,
Ish. Damn, man.
but that
Damn.
that for me is not a snap this season.
And
It's
then,
just
guys, Booker, Devin Booker.
he's
oh
making it.
yeah.
You see what I'm
He's
saying?
making it.
That's why I'm saying
So
between him
what's the
and
stat?
Fox. Yeah, you see, between him and Fox, best believe someone is gonna get snapped, bro. Because
Probably
Booker dropped
Fox.
62, guys. We keep forgetting
Probably.
it. It's tough. The Western Conference is tricky, bro. It's very, very
Hmm.
tough.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of talent. They stacked with talent there. That side.
Especially in the guard
Yeah.
position. They've got
Hmm.
really good guards in the Western Conference. And yo, fam. I'm just only hoping. I'm just only hoping that I really want Fox to make it, but it is what it is if he doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jets. Us, we've discussed the All Stars. I just wanted us to segue, bro. I saw this on Twitter today. Anthony Edwards, being the third youngest in the NBA's history to reach 6,000 career points. You know, like, what's your take on this? Is this a sign that this guy is gonna live up to the hype that the media has already been giving him? We'll go with you, Menzi.
he's already lived up to the hype. Like
Yeah,
Fact.
he was second, right? Or first?
Second pick.
Or
second
second.
pick.
He lived up to the hype already, bro. Because he was hyped up, but it wasn't like obviously it wasn't like Wemby level or LeBron level, but it was just a hyped up prospect. And
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned, he's living up to it, and he's lived up to it really. People didn't people didn't look at Anthony Edwards and say they wanted a championship. They just wanted him to be dope, and he was dope. So yeah, I think he's living up to the hype.
yeah. No, indeed, indeed,
I didn't
indeed.
expect the stats though. This is unexpected, but
Yeah,
but considering what he's doing, it makes sense. Yeah.
yeah. It really is. It really is unexpected, bro. Like I never knew that he like third youngest, bro. That's huge, bro. That really is huge. Do you guys think when it's all said and done that Ant will get like at least 30K points? Because I do believe Durant is on his way there. Because at least Durant has entered the top 10 now. And yeah, do you guys think Ant will be a player who reaches 30K? Because I feel like that's like the benchmark that these guys should aim for, in my opinion. Yeah.
Well, looking at this stat, he's on pace to do that. So I say, like, yes. Looking at this right now, yeah, he is definitely before he retires or hit 30,000. Because yeah, we know Anthony Edwards, we know he can ball. So he's also just very creative with the way he scores. So
Mm.
yeah, I do think he can hit that mark before he retires, which is like years from now, maybe
Yeah.
10, 12 years from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, indeed, indeed. Of course, provided that he also stays injured. I mean, injury free, rather. I take knock on wood for the first statement, but like, yeah, provided that he stays injury free, and as well, I have a problem with these high flyers, bruh. Like, it's we know you, but look at what happened to your boy Ja. You know, he messed up his shoulders being too much of a high flyer. Like, relax, bruh. Like, I just feel like at times he tends to, dunk, trying to dunk, especially this thing of trying to dunk over people. It's dangerous, bruh. Your landing could be awkward. You could mess up something, maybe sprain an ankle, or mess up your quads. I just feel like he needs to be very smart in how he shows his athleticism, because he is a skilled player already. Anthony Edwards. I don't think he's necessarily reliant on his physicality that much, because
Yeah.
he knows how to get to spot, he knows how to score. But at the same time, like, there's no need for him to constantly try to break the hoop, man. At times, man, just take it a bit easy, man, or else you'll injure yourself and suffer the fate of D Rose. I mean, D Rose is a perfect example of a
Yeah,
player who was hyper athletic and ended up not playing, fulfilling what we thought he was gonna turn out to be. So
mm.
yeah, man, guys, let's just move on to the next thing that I wanted to discuss, and this is towards you, Tabo, man. Is it time for the Lakers to split? Is it time?
Nah, not yet, bro. Like I want to answer you straight up, because reason being is we all know what's LeBron's plan. LeBron's
Mm,
plan is to play with one of his sons, and
mm,
right now he has a lot of leverage over the Lakers. We are not sure if his son is going to declare for the NBA draft end of this season, based
mm.
on his medical history. Right now, he had unfortunately, like we all know what happened to Bronny,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's literally all depending on that. I feel Bronny needs to go another season at UCLA at USC. I feel personally, looking at the highlights, he is NBA ready. But if he really wants to be one of those top picks, not based on his father's legacy, but based on his own skill set at the end of the day, he needs to do another year at
mm,
USC. At USC, um, but yeah, Bryce is gonna be the LeBron James that we expected from Bronny. The little one
yeah,
is definitely gonna be the LeBron James, and yeah, but right now he should take it easy, and he just needs to retire. Otherwise, he's gonna be like one of all of these old veterans, like your Paul Pierce, go to Celtic to
yeah,
retire, last minute, and then you get traded to Washington, and then Washington, it's your
Yeah,
retirement, and then yes, but that's just my personal opinion. I think he just needs to hold on. The Lakers can get someone good. I'm hoping they can do a good deadline by the end of the season, before the deadline now in Feb.
yeah, and Feb, yeah.
Yeah,
Me and you,
but I just
boy.
don't know who I want because I'm loving what D'Lo has been doing lately. He's
Late,
been
yeah.
exceptional. He's
I
been
think, I think. Let's
yeah.
be honest. D'Lo, he knows that he could be cut. That's why he's turning up right now. He's like, fuck it. Let me.
I love it though. I love what he's doing because he's keeping everyone afloat. But
Yeah,
I need D'Lo to be that person for out of 30 games. I need him to be that person for 20 games. I don't need you to be that person for 10 games out of 30.
yeah,
Mm.
And if someone's gonna be more of a threat to other teams like your Murray at the same time, then why not go for it? But I'm really loving what he's doing. I don't want to trade him. I wish he can be consistent, but
mm,
I'm not. I don't have my highs for that. Let's put it that way.
yeah. And then what a boy. What do you think, what a boy?
I
Should they
don't
bring?
think it's time for Bron and Lakers to split because I think as Lakers fans, we know who the key problem is, and that's Darvin Ham. Uh,
Yeah,
you can tell that he's an inexperienced coach, and that he's just it doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. And I think the roster can see good see no, this guy
Yeah,
doesn't know what he's doing. Even though I don't put the blame solely on, I think this roster is enough for a deep playoff run. It's more than
yeah,
enough. But since the coach doesn't know how to utilize his pieces, that's not gonna happen. And that's what we're seeing right now. Except for the exception of, for me, I think Torian Prince is not a good player, or he hasn't been, or he's not consistent here on the Lakers, because there'll be games where he'll, like, high, there'll be high scoring, but it's like two of every like 10 games where he's doing this. So I think in terms of roster, the biggest change we must make, and like with that, is maybe trade Torian Prince for
can
another
can
better.
I maybe throw a question to everyone? What
Yeah,
the hell are you benching Austin Reeves for? If he's coming off
exactly,
the bench and he's outscoring the starters.
exactly,
yes,
exactly.
yeah.
Darvin
It's
Ham.
crazy.
Lalela, wait, basketball, we grew up knowing basketball. Gucci, the point guard is the most shorter player. There's a shooting guard who's a bit taller, not as fast as a point guard, but he's more consistent at shooting. Then you have your power forward who's a much more slasher, someone who drives a lot. You have your power forward, your small forward. Then you have your center.
Mm,
That's basketball. Just because tradition has also been like we're evolving in basketball. It's much more quicker and a faster sport. That means you need much more smaller players who are able to shoot, run at the same time. Now you're gonna bench Austin Reeves, someone you are putting in your starting lineup in the playoffs just a few months ago, who was almost carrying the team. Now he's coming off as a six man
yeah,
because you bought new
Wallen.
players. You bought Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent hasn't fucking played a game for the Lakers, and you guys
Yeah,
are paying him gang money, but he's
Yeah,
injured. So Sebuya lo muntu lo, then what happens? Does Austin Reeves go down the line? Like like Waterboy said, Uham ngathi akazi lutho, ngathi udlala i-2K. He's basically
yeah.
playing 2K with the Lakers.
Literally,
And it's risky. And we're the only team. If you look at the teams in the NBA, we're the only team sitting at 50%.
Mm,
mm. Yeah, you're on. Yeah, 500. Mm. Yeah, you're right.
Out of both conferences, it's not Lenda Joylegi. It's not used to having just one team, just on 500. Everybody's either there's like 2, 3, 4 teams that are on 500, and then you have those teams that are jumping on just above 550. No, going up. but Lakers are the only team who keeps playing around, dude. They're not even moving or progressing anywhere out of the play-in. They just one day
Yeah.
we losing, we under 500. Oh no, the next game we above 500. As a Lakers fan, honestly speaking, it's frustrating,
It is.
Mm.
and they're not doing anything. You need to do something now before the playoffs, because all we're gonna be expecting as Lakers fans is we pray that LeBron takes us to the promised land. He's old. We
He's
cannot expect
old.
LeBron to
Can't do it
take
alone.
us to the promised land.
No,
Yeah.
and you're right. Yeah, I just feel like he's old. Like you've hit the nail on the head. This guy is, guys, we need to accept that it's
Accept it.
unfair. It's
Mm.
unfair that this guy's playing 40 minutes, bro. Like it's
Donkey.
crazy. It's crazy. He shouldn't be playing 40 minutes. Snoop Dogg even said so in All the Smoke, in the recent episode of All the Smoke, where he's like, Bron, it's he can't be playing 40 minutes at his age. Yes, he's still
Mm.
exceptional. He's still playing at an all-star level. But like guys need to now start raising their hands, you know. There needs to be more from the team, bro. Yeah, and Menzi, bro, you awfully quiet. Do you have your take? Do you have a take?
Nah, I mean, I never realized Darvin Ham was the issue until you guys brought it up, but it makes sense, really, because the team has potential. Like, they have the potential to work, like,
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, it makes sense that, it all point back to the coach and the coach's decisions.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I feel you on that because yeah, Darvin Ham, it's and I mean the
It just,
pieces at the Lakers aren't bad, you know.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
the first,
But he,
the first time black coaches are all having a bad time. Bro.
it seems
yeah,
like it, bruh. It's a universal thing. Even Milwaukee also fired theirs. I
Rocket,
Griffin,
don't.
Asian
Yeah, yeah, Griffin. Like
Rocket,
you also got.
Rocket had this as well.
Yeah, which for me with that one was weird. Like, it's not like
Griffin.
Milwaukee was struggling. I mean, they were in the top three in the East. Um, Clearly, Giannis is getting. He's now got the power now because it seems like he never got along with homeboy. And you know
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
superstars when they don't get along with their coach, especially with what Giannis has achieved for the team. You know, he's got power now. Giannis, he bought the chip in. You know,
Yeah.
but you see, me, I was even having this conversation with Minzy. I'm gonna say something very controversial about LeBron.
Mm.
I told Minzy that this was off camera. I was like to him, if I were LeBron, right, I would
Mm.
take a minimum, a veteran minimum. I'm rich as fuck already. I don't necessarily need a
Yeah.
max, and that means that the what again salary cap opens
Cap.
up,
Open, yeah.
I
meaning
love
that I
that.
can bring in a shitload of superstars to play with, and then I can ring chase until I retire. That's what I'd
But
do personally
but do
if I'm.
you really want your legacy to be known as at the end of your legacy you were that desperate to just bring in everybody? You you
Mm.
you
Well,
you assemble the Avengers on the
nigga,
last two seasons of your life just
guy's
to make sure you win it.
dude, this guy is gonna hit 40K before the end of the season. Uh, like I just feel like right now is we view LeBron as as what I can as the Miami LeBron in the sense that we think he's that guy and he's now a veteran, 39 years old. Which
Facts.
39 years old is like I don't know of a 39-year-old that was playing at the level that LeBron is playing at. I don't think there's ever been
It's
one.
only it's only in the NFL's Tom Brady. But yeah.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's only Tom
Yeah.
Brady, and of course that's a different sport. And you know, with Brady being a quarterback, he doesn't really have to be athletic. You know, he just needs to be able to throw to the wide receivers, and
Mm.
yeah. Whereas with LeBron, it's crazy, bro. At his age, what he's doing is remarkable. But for me, it's not against the rules, bruh. I mean, me taking a veteran minimum, I do that personally. You know, I just get chips. You know, it's within the constructs of the rules. I'm a veteran already. I'm just a very rich veteran, like a really super rich veteran, and I don't necessarily need a max, now
I
because my brand and is strong. It's paying me now. That's just my view of
I never looked at it the way you just said it now. I
yeah,
completely agree with you. As
yeah,
long as he hits 40K this season and
yeah.
next season he comes off the bench, so
That's
that the
fine.
expectation is not that high from
Yo,
people who are saying this 40-year-old.
yeah, and another thing is, you see what you've just said. LeBron James has never won Sixth Man of the Year. That's Sixth Man of the
Dandy.
Year guaranteed.
Yeah,
That's Sixth Man of the Year guaranteed, provided that
I
he
like
stays
that.
fit. Yeah,
I like that.
just take, dude, like just do that, dog. Like,
Nah, X.
he, yeah. I'm just saying, man. What a boy. What's up?
No, you know why I disagree with what you're saying? It's
What?
because it's not a roster issue. It's the coach, bro. Trust me.
Yeah,
Let me give you examples.
yeah,
Darvin Ham was giving minutes to Torian Prince and Cam Reddish that they didn't earn. He gave them starting lineup spots, and they
yeah,
were scoring like 2 points, 5 points, 0 points, breaking the whole game.
yeah,
Meanwhile, Abo Dilo, Abo Reeves, who have earned their minutes, Hachimura,
yeah.
like
Hey, I feel for
reliable
Hachimura.
scorers, high
Mm,
point scorers, they being benched for no reason because I need to. He used this excuse of defensive minded what's, but you can't rely on your defense if they're not producing any offense because you need offense to win, of course. You
yeah,
need to score the points. So now if
True.
it's worse because about Torian is whack. Cameron is whack. So they didn't earn their minutes, number one. The players that earn their minutes and that can ball, especially late game. I don't know why Cam and Torian are playing late game when it should be like Hachimura, Dilo, Reeves,
mm,
and Vando. And Vando. He's playing Reddish over Vando, and Vando's the better defender.
yeah,
Because, like we saw in the Golden State game, fourth quarter, Torian Prince is guarding Vando. I mean, Curry. Torian Prince is guarding Curry, and Curry's cooking him. And then
yeah.
now we got to a double overtime. We won the game, thank goodness, thanks to Coach James. But other than that, I know.
Yeah. Now me,
Cam
what
is
a
the
big
problem.
you see me, what a boy. I'm just viewing it from a long-term standpoint, not necessarily this season. I think next season, at the beginning of the season, he can easily opt for that, you know, just for him to be able to bring in like elite ballers. He doesn't even need superstars. He just needs a team full of stars, bro. Like team full of guys who we all know are capable of making the all-star team. And then him coming off the bench, he can also be a leader, and tell them like, guys, come on, like it's especially get players like who still are hungry to get a chip, get like maybe Debo from what again?
Bulls.
The Bulls.
Bulls, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can like with if this guy takes a veteran minimum, I mean, this guy's on a lot of money. Like they can recruit like three or four. Nah, how many? How much is he
Yeah,
on this guy? It's like close to 40 bar now, LeBron per,
yeah.
per
I think
season.
so, yeah.
Yeah, bro. He can get like really, really solid pieces in his team, bro. And the Lakers can be a problem, Or if he's someone who's like me, who's not necessarily like, of course, LeBron James will forever to me be at Cleveland. When I think of Cleveland Cavaliers, the franchise, I think of LeBron James. When I think
Obviously.
of the Lakers, when I think of the Lakers, I don't necessarily think of LeBron. I think of Kobe. I think of Magic. Before
Yeah.
LeBron and Shaq. So maybe go to a team like OKC, a team that's that's quarter to winning. You're on a veteran minimum. Come off the bench, playing with Abu Sheikh just Alexander. You'll win a chip, bro. And then maybe following season, instead of staying there, you can just hop around, go to a team where you feel like, yeah, they just need me to win. And then just get different colored chips. Doesn't have to be purple and gold. It can be blue
Just
as
collect, just
well.
be Thanos and collecting Infinity Stones. What is saying, bro?
Yeah, for each every franchise before you retire, dog. Like he's now at that age now, LeBron. For me,
Yeah, I hear you.
I think he's now at that age, bro, and I give him leeway. I get it now. Like I feel like, yo, you've done your job, bro. You've been consistent for more than 20 years. Chief. That's really unheard of, bro. Like for that long, bro, it's rare. It really is rare, bro. It really is rare. Yeah, let me just quickly hop onto the let us hop onto the next one. Just please bear with me while I quickly share my screen. Sorry, I accidentally switched it off. Yeah, top selling NBA jerseys, guys. I also saw this on Twitter and I was like intrigued. Like I didn't expect some names to be
Tyrese
here.
Maxey.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's not a
Tyrese
surprise.
Maxey is selling more than Big Embiid, bro.
That's not a surprise to me.
Why is it not a surprise? Please talk answer that because I'm
Because
confused. Look at Benzi's facial expression. Like he's also and this is
Bona,
NBA Central, bro. It's a reputable page. You know, that's the reason why I was like, okay, we have to talk about this.
I get Minzy's reaction, but to me, I think because of last season in the postseason and because he started this season hot, it got his name up. So, and you'll find that definitely he's number 9 because of Philly fans. No one else anywhere is buying those jerseys as much. So, I think he got his name up beginning of this season and last year the last postseason. So yeah, he got his fan base must clearly increase because he's top 10 in jersey sales. So yeah, to me, it's not that big of a surprise. The fact that it's more than Embiid is a surprise, yeah.
Bro,
But
the fact that it's more than Lillard, it's a surprise. More than Ja, it's a surprise.
yeah,
More than
yeah,
Jokic. Ah,
yeah,
bro,
actually.
Guys,
akukho kushaya amanzi la, guys. Are the numbers being I find it yo. You see, Steph, I get, Tatum, I get, LeBron, Victor, of course, coming with all the hype, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the top 8, yeah, man. Yeah, but this side of town,
it's also the hype, bro. Like I always say, like I just said earlier on, it's also based on the market you're in, you know. Like
yeah,
Maxi, well, now when Maxi started, I think the past couple of months, I think after the Harden trade, he
yeah,
had a good spell where everybody thought, oh, he is going to be the perfect match and he's going to be so consistent because he was very consistent for like, I don't know, 10 games in a row.
yeah.
And he was like, okay, we've seen some flashes of this previously. Now he's giving as he's been a starter. But yeah, money talks, bro. It's all about the market you're in, I guess. Me. That's how I believe it.
I
Even
know.
Steph for me was a shock as well.
Who?
Steph.
I didn't think he was number one. That's also for me is a bit of a shock.
I don't.
Our faith is Steph God, well, guys. Let's be honest. The shooting
Yeah,
god.
No, he is.
Every kid wants to be like Steph. It's not everybody wants to be like Mike. Everybody wants to be like Steph now.
I
yeah,
just didn't expect him to be number one though.
yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
And as well, I
That
also think,
was
I also think females also buy Steph Curry jerseys as well, not just only gents,
Yeah,
but
he's a pretty
females as
boy.
well. Yeah,
Drake effect.
not necessarily, but of course, what is WNBA? He's always
Yeah.
at games. You see what I'm saying? That also plays a huge role in him being where he is. Yeah, man, he's a likable character. Let me just say that he's very likable, Steph, and him also being not too tall. I mean, Steph is 6'1". Oh, what is he?
Around there. 6'2", 6'1". Maybe
6'2", I
6'3".
think.
Yeah,
Maybe
Not
you see what I'm-
6'3".
yeah, maybe 6'3".
let me just check Steph.
Yeah, let's fact check that quickly.
Yeah,
Probably 6'3".
he's
Yeah,
1.88. He's
six
1.88.
points.
That's
He's 6'2". He's 6'2".
yeah, well, yeah,
One
it
point
is.
188 centimeters.
Yeah, it's 188. Yeah. Here it's
I think that's
written 6.16.
oh yeah, 6'2".
Yeah. Yeah, so it is 6'2". They're gonna round it off.
6'2", yeah.
But yeah, but you see, he's not he's a tall guy, you know, he's above average, but he's not like I have friends who I have family members who are taller than Steph Curry, personally. You
Okay.
see, I've got family members who are taller than Steph, quite a few. So you see what I'm saying? It's not like a LeBron who's and Tatum, bro. Where those guys are ginormous guys. So it is
9, bro.
more relatable.
Yeah.
I remember when Isaiah Thomas was cooking. He is also like a fan
Five,
favorite, and people were buying his jersey because of that. It's like he's a normal dude as far as height is
yeah,
concerned. And he's like
Mm.
5'9".
5'9", 5'10".
You see what I'm saying? He's even shorter than me, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get why Steph is number one. You know, I was just surprised with Tatum. You know, I never knew that. You know, the Boston fan base was it because he's dating LMA? Maybe
Nah,
that.
He's
Boston fan
cooking.
base are loyal. That's all. It's nothing. It's
Yeah,
not that deep. It's just
no, it's
Boston, dog.
not.
He's cooking
Yeah,
though. Also,
I know it is. Yeah, I know it
True.
is. He is. My team's cooking. My team's cooking. My team's cooking. Yeah,
yeah.
Jets. In closing, I don't know what you guys wanted to add, maybe, because I feel like we've covered
Um,
everything we needed to
I don't know
discuss.
about you guys.
Hmm.
I'm looking forward to the All Star weekend to see Sabrina and Steph
Oh
This is
yeah.
go
going
head
to
and head. Even though it might be just a whole gimmick of she's gonna be shooting a WNBA, Steph will be shooting NBA. I think it's just gonna be a very interesting type of thing to
Mm.
watch compared to a 3 point competition. I'm looking very forward to that.
So there's no 3 point competition.
No, there will be. They just created their own event, just
Like a
Steph
one-on-one.
and
Oh,
her.
One-on-one.
yeah. That's them. That's the NBA being inclusive, bro. Like essentially, they
You
also
know,
try
I
to be
like
more
that.
inclusive. Yeah,
yeah.
and as well, I mean pressure. I mean, it's all cool shooting in an empty gym, you know. But
Yeah.
whenever there's a
Yeah.
crowd, you know, it's a different ball game. You know, so you are right, Tao. It is going to be very, very interesting. Is there any other games that they've added, like to
Not really.
to it? Yeah.
But
No,
one I think
man.
they should add is like a one-on-one, like pickup, like player versus player,
Ah,
especially
they
the
That
got
would be
clutch,
nice.
like
I
the
like
yeah,
beef.
that.
Yeah,
Take
yeah,
your beef out there on the court,
yeah.
like call
yeah,
call him out, like
I want
while they're
like
sitting in the stand.
an
yeah.
Embiid
Who?
versus Jokic type thing, 1v1, like 220, 211, first to 11 type thing.
Yeah,
That
Who do
I
you
type
think
like
would
that.
win?
in the All
Who do
Star
you think
game.
would win?
I
And
love that.
Embiid versus
And
Jokic.
these
yeah.
NBA players are too kumbaya, too pussy to do that, bro. None of them,
Yes, yes.
That's
or none of
true.
them would do it, bro. They would all turn
Yeah,
it
you know.
down, bro. I'm telling you, they'd
Mm,
all be too fresh. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't try put themselves in a potentially embarrassing situation like that. They'd all be
yeah,
fresh. I'm telling you.
That's
yeah.
true. But like
Like
I
the,
like
like the dunk contest. Now everybody's too fresh for the dunk contest. None of them would even do that stuff. None of them would do that
Yeah,
one on one.
nice.
They wouldn't.
Yeah, but dunk contest is crazy how it's falling off, man. It
I
used to
think
be
it's time LeBron
really,
jumps onto that.
dude.
So
Look,
he's
there's,
old
there's a,
now.
even Westbrook, bro. Like, oh,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but okay, of course, Ja's injured, but yeah, I was gonna say Ja, but like there are quite a few. Like even Jalen Brown is another guy who tends to, show
You
that
know?
he can dunk. Like they need to these guys need to stop acting fresh, bro. They need to start, entertaining us. Because LeBron, for a long time, I've been crying out for LeBron to enter the dunk. and he just refuses. He just refuses. You know,
What
but yeah,
did you hear the reasoning for that? Apparently, there's a
what
reasoning because
was yeah,
apparently, apparently, Brun was mad because in his rookie season he wasn't voted, he wasn't in the All Star team, so he was just like, I'm not gonna enter all the other stuff because of that. I don't know how true that is, but
yeah.
that's what I heard. I don't know
To
how
be
true it
honest
is.
with you, I didn't watch the NBA that time. When LeBron was a rookie, so I can't even think of the players that were chosen ahead of him. But hey,
Mm.
man, if that's the case, then hey, it is what it is, bro. But it would be nice, dog. Like, yo, I'd watch a LeBron James even right now because he still got it, in my opinion. He still
Same.
got it. He
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
do a windmill. He can do a lot of things at his age, bro. And imagine him winning a dunk contest, being the oldest guy to win it. As LeBron, my guys.
Yeah, I know.
This guy literally he set records, even more records, bruh. And I just leave. And when he retires, bruh, he knows majority of the records are all his. He's in the top five, top 10, top five in most stat categories. And Guti legacy sealed, stamped. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Yeah. And yeah, I think that's about it, gents. I feel like
Oh,
we
I have
yeah,
two more
yeah,
things.
yeah,
To answer your question, X, I
yeah,
think Jokic is cooking Embiid one on one.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and then I just think Jokic is, you know how Jokic just heaves those shots, bro, and somehow they go in, those
Yeah,
lucky shots. And then for Menzi, I hear what you're
yeah,
saying though about the whole beef thing, the players like, choosing pride, but that would be nice to see to settle instead of socials because like, especially the first example that came to my head was Shea and I don't know if it's beef. I don't think it's beef, but Shea has been throwing jabs at Steph here and there, and also now he became a starter over Steph. So hey, there, I think there's something there. Not It's not clear yet, but I think there's
mm,
something because there was that Instagram post that everyone
yeah,
was talking about, where like Shea posted a picture of him. He crossed Kyrie, like he crossed Kyrie at his sneakers, and he posted it. And then you know how the Golden State is called the Bay Area. It's the San Francisco. And then
yeah,
he posted that thing, and the caption was the Shea area, saying basically he owns that place. Like he just owns the Warriors.
yeah. The,
So
the,
hey,
the thingy comment, homeboy. The guy who likes doing
oh,
this. Or Clay. Hey, you know how Clay is. Clay
the
is a bitch. He
orange.
likes he likes doing this all the time. But we get it, bro. You dog. Yeah, but anyway, gents, thank you so much for availing yourselves. Especially you, Waterboy Wavy, at such short notice. Much appreciated, my guy.
Most just
Guys, I'm not sure if you keen on doing this again next week. It would be nice, especially with
let's
the
do it.
reserves that are gonna be announced, where we
Yeah.
can just go through that. I'll hit up Jimmy and to see if he's available because that Jimmy now he's also another one who has a lot to say on WhatsApp.
Is Jimmy still a basketball fan in the first place? We need to investigate him. We need to audit Jimmy first before we say, hey, come back.
He still is. It's just that he's also a football player as well. So Patrick Mahomes, and he's also
Yeah,
a
I love
huge.
that too, man.
Oh, you also
Beautiful.
watch American football as well.
I follow it strong, dog. I love it. I love
Hey,
it.
like I'm starting. Menzi and I have been. There's a show on Netflix called Quarterbacks. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
you've checked it out. It's dope. It's dope. It's dope. Yeah, it's gotten me also. I find myself watching the extended highlights or even on ESPN. I tend to watch the games and just familiarize myself. I just don't know the rules. I think maybe if I get Madden would literally help me understand the rules because that's how I started understanding rugby. I had to get rugby on PS2. Then from there, I started understanding the sport and the nitty gritty, knock ons, scrums, and yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, help a brother out. This is Easy Sport, and we out. Peace.
So.
Peace, bro.
Peace.